Wrestling fans, guys, WrestleMania, 1 week from tomorrow and Sunday. Wrestling fans, the most stupendous two-night event in history. WWE likes to say it is. We'll decide that next week. We'll all decide that next week, wrestling fans. Believe me, we will decide that. And based on the card, this does not look like the best WrestleMania of all time, okay? It does not. And we're going to run down the entire card right here today, wrestling fans, because, look, the card is pretty much fleshed out. They have let us know the entire card, really, from top to bottom. They really have. There's no sense in waiting. Outside of what's already on the card as of now, you might see United States Championship on the line. Finn Balor taking on Damian Priest added. You might get the Intercontinental title rematch. You might get a rematch out of, Los Lotharios and the Intercontinental Champion Ricochet. Something of that nature might happen because they are having an Intercontinental title triple threat matchup next week. So something of that might happen. But outside that, the entire card is fleshed out, wrestling fans, and we're going to go over right here today. Now, guys, before we do, let's take care of a little bit of business. Become a subscriber today. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for all notifications. Follow me, wrestling fans, on Facebook at Wrestling1988. Follow Wrestling with Webby at Wrestling1988 on Facebook. A lot of great things happen over there. Go and check it out. Also, don't forget to tune in this Sunday when it's uploaded to the channel to Season 3, Episode 1 of the Backyard Beatdown. New title, new rivals, new backyard that we're doing it at. Great stuff's going to be on this channel each and every week. Wrestling fans, reviews, previews, backyard beatdowns. Go and check it out on the channel. Galore. But to get notified every time, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell. So, let's dive into WrestleMania, shall we? First things first, Charlotte and Ronda Rousey. Charlotte and Ronda Rousey, SmackDown Women's Championship on the line, or SmackDown Championship on the line, SmackDown title on the line. Depends on if you're going by WWE standards or you're going by Ronda Rousey standards, because Ronda Rousey tonight stated that it's the SmackDown title. Why are we calling it the women's? So let's just break this down, shall we? WWE is no longer saying that this is the main event. When they were advertising the matches tonight, they did not one time say the main event of WrestleMania Saturday. Not one time did they say that. So, I think we all can scratch that off being the main event. I mean, I really do. I think we can scratch that off being the main event, guys. I really do. Look, when we look at Charlotte and Ronda Rousey, and we look at the rival that they've been having, this doesn't deserve the main event. It really doesn't. Not saying they haven't been doing like a good job, like building this up. I'm not going to say that this has been a crap build to it, but Charlotte, you know, for all the dominance that she's been doing, all the just choking Ronda Rousey and slamming her on the car and doing this and doing that to her each and every week. What does Ronda Rousey do? The next week she comes back and she has a smile on her face when she walks down the aisle to get into the squared circle. Does this make any sense? Wrestling 101 would say she has to come out and get absolutely irate, especially when you're the baddest woman on the planet and you've done all this stuff in UFC, then what you did in WWE before, and stuff like that. I mean, it makes sense. You have to play the character right. Even if you're a good guy, even if you're a babyface. So it doesn't make any sense. And WWE doesn't make her look very good either when she comes down to the ring and she's, you know, doing the whole, well, let's have high fives and let's smile and stuff. And then when she gets into the ring, she has that look like she wants to tear Charlotte's head off or her arm off. Doesn't make any sense. But I know one thing, though. I think you all will agree with me. Ronda Rousey's walking out victorious at WrestleMania. There's no way Charlotte is victorious. There's just not. Charlotte, who's been getting the upper hand this entire time, will lose for a few different reasons. One, Ronda Rousey will probably be around for a while, even if it is part-time. And two, Fox is not going to want Ronda Rousey on the show without a title. They're not. It's as simple as that. Same as USA or NBC Universal. They wouldn't want her on there on a regular basis without her being a champ. Ronda Rousey, victorious at WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. I don't have much to say about this matchup, and I'm sure you all don't either. I'm sure that you barely knew this match was taking place. Barely knew this match was taking place. For the simple fact that this rival, this feud of Drew McIntyre's has been just whatever. It hasn't drawn much interest. No one really cares about it. And everybody's just ready for Drew McIntyre to get into something that's more important. I'm telling you. That's how I'm really looking at Drew McIntyre's WrestleMania matchup. And it's just something to get him by. And really, Baron Corbin is not that dangerous of a wrestler to work with. And it comes off that way on TV, that he's a safe worker. He doesn't come off as like somebody that's really dangerous. So, and with Drew McIntyre being injured, you know, and just coming back not too long ago, gives you a reason why they kept this feud going. Rey and Dominic Mysterio take on The Miz and Logan Paul. Okay, whatever. Another matchup that's kind of like, listen, it's the Mysterios and The Miz, and they tried to build some interest in it because they bring a D-level celebrity to build some interest and put some eyes on WrestleMania that they might not have if not. In reality, no one cares about this matchup. And a bigger reason why is because they bring a celebrity into the match. Every time you have a WrestleMania or a SummerSlam or a Royal Rumble or something like that, is it okay if there's celebrities there? Yes. But they have to be used in the right way. And we are seeing 2 celebrity matches. One of them we got lucky that it's not for an Intercontinental title. And the other one in this matchup, it's really one of those matches like where they have one of those singers or something like that. The WWE fans just absolutely just craps all over their performance because it's WrestleMania and they want to see WrestleMania. They want to see wrestling. They don't want to see the performance. You know, we've all seen that. That's what this is like. And I'm telling you, this is drawing absolutely zero interest for the Mysterios and Miz and Logan Paul's matchup. Absolutely none. Now, Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville. Since they took the Intercontinental title away from the matchup and made it just a no disqualification matchup, whatever. I'm fine with it. I really am fine with it. It still has that aura of, look, you're a celebrity. You need to get put in the right spot. You know, WWE used to put celebrities in spots that fans were okay with. Fans didn't say a word. You know, they were either referees, they were commentators, they were ring announcers, they did all different types of stuff. You never saw them like actually inside the squared circle. And if they was inside the squared circle, it was a multi-man matchup like Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal or a Royal Rumble or something like that. Not a WrestleMania match. So, whatever. But since this is a no DQ matchup, Johnny Knoxville beats Sami Zayn 1, 2, 3 in the center of the ring. And wrestling fans, let me tell you, after this, I think Ricochet and Sami Zayn go right back into their program for the Intercontinental Championship. That's just how I'm looking at it. Pat McAfee takes on Austin Theory, wrestling fans. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed. One, for them to build this up where Pat McAfee's taking on Austin Theory, and, you know, Austin Theory really has been Mr. McMahon's go-to person. Mr. McMahon has been grooming him and training him and making him as, like, one of these new stars that could be a really good big thing. Championship material. Things like that. We haven't seen Mr. McMahon this entire rival. The short-term rival. We haven't seen Vinnie Mac not one time since he announced that the match was taking place. Not once. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. If he was coming out and they were actually having a rival and he was by Austin Theory's side and stuff like that, and then he was in his corner at WrestleMania, this would be better. It would genuinely be better. I'm just going to be honest with you. But Pat McAfee will go over. SmackDown Tag Team Championship is on the line, where the Usos will very easily beat Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boog. WWE doesn't have any real tag teams, and they just dropped the Intercontinental title. Therefore, they're going to come and face the Usos and lose a tag team matchup. That's what that amounts to. RK Bro, wrestling fans. RK Bro take on the Street Profits, take on Alpha Academy in a triple threat tag team matchup. Where RK Bro, this is a difficult one. I mean, it really is. It's either going to be RK Bro or Alpha Academy, I really think. It's not going to be a Street Profits. Street Profits are just in there because, well, let's just face it. They got to be on the card because everybody has to be on the card at WrestleMania. Because that's the way WWE operates. But if RK Bro, and I hope that they stay together for a while and they don't break them up on the Raw after Monday or the Raw after Mania. But if RK Bro loses the title and breaks up after Mania, goes to Alpha Academy. If WrestleMania, but that's not what I want. What I want is RK Bro to keep on continuing and them to retain the Tag Team Championship. It's going to go either one of those two ways. That's just the way I'm looking at it. Let's see, wrestling fans, running down this very long list of matches. Edge versus AJ Styles, in which it should be an absolute barn burner. One of the best matches on the card. Wrestling fans, first we saw it was WrestleMania Sunday. Then they said, kind of secretly, that it was WrestleMania Saturday. Then now they put it back that it was WrestleMania Sunday again. What night we're going to see this? I don't know, but I can tell you, I think this has to do with what night they want to put Seth Rollins match on. Because whatever night Seth Rollins goes on, the opposite night will go to Edge and AJ Styles. I mean, that's just how I'm looking at it. And I don't think Seth Rollins' match will be announced until WrestleMania. I don't think it'll get announced on Raw this Monday. I just don't. But Edge and AJ Styles. Edge has been doing some great work as a heel leading up to this matchup. No doubt about that. AJ Styles has been doing his thing every week, whether it's wrestling or really just not being there, playing up the concerto injury. But rest assured, I think AJ Styles goes over here, beats Edge. It just makes sense. Especially how they've been building up this rival on Monday Night Raw. AJ Styles victorious at WrestleMania. Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. Yeah, okay. I don't care, and I'm sure you don't either. Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin to confront Kevin Owens. The KO show will close WrestleMania night Saturday. And let me tell you, Stone Cold, going to drink some beer, going to stun some people. He's going to have a ball. He's going to have a blast. And he is going to close that show WrestleMania Saturday. I have a feeling that's the way it's going to be, and it couldn't happen to. It couldn't happen to a bigger loudmouth, well, outside of The Miz, than Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens has been doing a great job getting on Stone Cold's nerves, taunting him, and things like that. So I'm looking forward to this. One of the things I'm looking forward to the most. And of course, Brock Lesnar will lose, will fall to Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns will become a 2-champion, Universal and WWE champion. So the WWE Universal Champion, as they said on SmackDown tonight. Do I like the name? No. They need to get rid of the Universal part. Who cares about the Universal Championship? Get rid of that title. But doesn't look like they're going to do that. And that's WrestleMania. Might have a few other matches in there, but overall, that is WrestleMania, wrestling fans. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, and of course, until I see you again, this is Webby, and I'll catch all of you on the other side. Talk to you later.